Good afternoon, good evening and good morning, Pisces. This is your reading for the 6th of December until the 12th of December. We're going to be looking at some current energies that you might be experiencing, as well as some things you might not be aware of. And then we're going to look at some guidance from a galactic collective and spirit combined. And once again, discard what does not resonate and take on the rest. And also just tuning into the spirit guides and high frequency beings helping us at this time to transmit this reading, receive it and process it. Right, let's begin. We have the Six of Cups, lovely energy. Lovely, not lovely energy. Just let you know too that I have not been drinking alcohol or taking drugs. If this reading gets a little crazy at times, know that it's just me. Right. So this can be a little card about the past, or about childhood, or just harmonious in general. So it seems that you're kind of perhaps, you're kind of looking at, you're kind of getting a little bit perhaps stuck in a negative feeling, a despondent feeling, and maybe you've been there for a while, and you might be having difficulty kind of getting out of it. Okay, there is an option to move out of this. So, and right next to that, like behind you, literally, we have, like behind you, there is all this potential here that you can step into at any time, and this applies to all of us. Okay, and what you're actually looking at is actually your childhood. This is what you are facing. So you're actually looking back at your childhood, and you're feeling sad about it for some reason. So I think there's something that went on there that wasn't super, possibly. Let's see what's under the surface here. Let's see, there's something you might not be aware of. King of Pentacles. So that's a very positive, supportive energy. King of Swords. Another king. I'm not a huge fan of the Five of Swords. It's my least favourite card in the deck. And we have to pull it out. Right. So we have air, earth and water. We do not have any fire here at the moment. We do, however, have the red on the Magician's cape, which is quite passionate. And we have the little red hood here to say childhood. Passion healing. Right. So if you're kind of looking back, what you might not be aware of is that you have these two figures here representing body and mind. Sort of representing authority figures. So these may be people that perhaps in your childhood you looked up to, or that it could have been parents or teachers or instructors or coaches or anything like that. But what you might not be aware of is that you have these aspects within you. Okay, because as children we take on a lot of the energies of those around us, and often as children we see ourselves as other people that we look up to, and so we often energetically take on a lot of those traits, a lot of the qualities, and some of our qualities and traits are innate in us, obviously, but sometimes the qualities that we choose to develop are often the qualities that perhaps people that we look up to or that we aspire to have, so we choose to develop those. The unfortunate thing is that even in dysfunction, those people that are so-called close to us, we still tend to take on the traits of those people, even if they are dysfunctional traits, sometimes. So this one here is very much in thinking and feeling. This one's very much in creating wealth and abundance, and perhaps not acknowledging feelings so much, can sort of be fixated on wealth. So both of these are missing the cup element, and this is what you are missing here. Your cups are empty, okay. And here your childhood, the cups were full, but I'm guessing that there's obviously in childhood there's positive aspects and there can be negative aspects. So what you might not be aware of is that you have the ability to pick up your own, sword of truth and to deal with these two influences, being the, one of these is the King of Pentacles and one is the King of Swords. And you can sort of, shall we say, wrestle with them and gain the mastery over them in terms of the imbalance that they've created within you, but you are responsible for, and you always have been. So it's about creating an awareness of these influences and using your mind to recreate balance, using your awareness to recreate some balance for yourself so that you can get into a state where you can turn around and look at these cups, because you'll probably be conditioned to not look at your emotional life, to not look at cups, and that's why you're feeling empty. Okay, because you might not have been supported to look after your emotional well-being. But all of us always have the potential. We have all of the elements in potential within us to develop and grow. Let's look at a galactic collective, and then we'll look at some spirit guidance that relates to this as well. Wow, okay. Complete surrender, Lyra. We had this card not too long back. Page 70. Okay. For eons, the ancient Lyrans applied the masculine principle of pushing or forcing reality to conform to their desires. Now, right on that point, this is a masculine energy of control, trying to push, and this is about, creating wealth, external material wealth, which is to do with the external, which is what we're talking about here with Lyra. In order to transform, they eventually had to surrender, to let go of the need for control and trust the universe to be as it needs to be in every moment. This was a hard lesson for the Lyrans, as it is for you. You, like most humans, have a karmic pattern of trying to control reality. It is time now to change that pattern. Practice trusting and surrendering to the universe on a daily basis, even with small things. As you do this, you will begin to heal this ancient karmic pattern. So this is like being, right here, surrendering to the environment, just being a little more curious about what's around you, even maybe turning around and looking at these cups. Okay, rather than being fixated and forcing your attention on these things. It's about flexibility. Okay, and right now we're going to go with I seem to be going to the same decks. This is my Mermaid deck. Can't wait for my big one to arrive. This is a mini deck, pocket one. So this is about, flexibility and just sort of surrendering, allowing flow at least some of the time, rather than forcing things and having to control things all of the time. Okay, and looking after your emotional life. Yeah, Page of Cups. Just activate your imagination, even activate your creativity. Just kind of somehow reignite that sense of wonder. Like it might even be here on this river that there's some fish in that river that you could go down and have a look at jumping out of the water. Or just go somewhere like a zoo. You can even do that on your own and just kind of, marvel at the animals. Be as like a child for a bit. Just to reacquaint yourself with things. Here we go, the sun, another child card of like light, brightness, positivity, play, sun, and allow yourself to put yourself in places where you feel like warm on the inside. Like you could even go to like an animal shelter and just volunteer to look after some animals there, or walk some dogs or something, I'm not sure. But if you like animals, sometimes animals are better at holding space than people. Or buy yourself, get yourself a pet, something like that you can realistically afford and take care of course. But here we go. This is the 5 of Cups. Is it 5? Yeah. So that is the same card. Right, this is the 5 of Cups. But here, I think it's like, yeah, okay, so what's happening here is this seal has been injured and the 3 of Cups are here empty, and she's of course very sad at this, even though the cups are here and the lighthouse is over there. So it's a question as to whether or not she could actually go and get help, but she's preferring to stay there and comfort the seal, to self-soothe. But at some point it's going to be beneficial for the seal if she can get some help there, isn't it? There are other houses there with lights on too. But I guess she's thinking, well, he might swim away if I leave him there and go get help. I mean, that card is more sad than this one, because you know what? It's not like you're only having to help yourself here. You could walk off and get some help. That's a lot simpler to deal with than dealing with that. Here we go, the Knight of Cups. Okay, we have lots of cups here, which is just perfect. The Knight of Cups. That's about expressing emotion, communicating your emotions, maybe speaking to someone, about how you're really feeling. You might need to do some heart healing too. 6 of Cups, perfect. Snap, it's the same card as we've got here. That 6 of Cups is, this 6 of Cups. And this is a very playful 6 of Cups. So this could be the new 6 of Cups. It might just be a matter of finding your tribe, finding some people that you can do some fun things with that you actually enjoy. You know what? It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what it is, what you do. As long as you... Obviously, you don't want to put yourself at risk. But, and here we go, the Page of Wands, which is the start of a new beginning. I'm just going to pull one more for luck. What have we got? Judgment. Okay. Yeah, this is the change, the rebirth. Okay, the rebirth. If this is, it seems that there's been a definite reinforcement of this and the childhood thing. So it could actually be that, you might need to go through a transition and get some help with your emotions. Start journaling, doing some artwork, go out in nature, be with some beautiful, emotionally relaxing things. All that stuff. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Hope you have a great, lovely week. And if you need to have help with your emotions, by all means, find someone you can talk to. Do some writing. Counselling's great. You can do, I think some places you can get online free counselling too. So, and emotions are not bad. They are just, they are enigmas to some of us, but it's quite a relief once you can just sort of take the pressure off of trying to hold them in all the time. Okay. And speak to a professional, someone who's experienced in those matters. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll look forward to seeing you again in the near future. Bye for now.